one of 700 radio show hosts included in the book, Radio Wants You, an intimate portrait of 700 radio shows that welcome guests.
What a loser.
And this is Interviews from the Past and Present, now available on JiggyJaguar.com.
I was really surprised about that.
Great musical artist this week here on the Homegrown Half Hour, and let's go ahead and recap for everybody who we're speaking with here. Guys, go ahead and introduce yourselves and give us a website where people can contact you guys.
Well, my name is TJ Evans. All right, thanks, Jay. My name is TJ Evans. I can be contacted through www.tjevansmusic.com or through Diana Barnes' management website. They're called SuedeManagement out of New York City.
GrandMaster, jump in there, my friend.
That's real cool. That's real cool. First of all, let me say to everybody on Homegrown Show, it's good to be here. Let me start. I haven't had a chance to talk to TJ since we did this song that's getting a lot of airplay about 3 months ago, almost 4 months ago, and then did a BB King show in New York. So I got to say hello to TJ, and I got to say hello to the whole audience. Now let me try to sum up my intro of 30 years in 5 seconds. Everybody knows my name. I'm the legendary GrandMaster Jay, hip-hop pioneer, DJ, MC, DMC world champion. Let me see, what else can I say? Member of the Funk Master Flex Big Dog Turntable Squad. Let's see, accomplished rapper, producer, whatever you want to call it, currently signed to Universal Records. If you want to find out anything more about me, I would just say Google me. GrandMaster Jay, J-A-Y, and they'll tell you everything you ever wanted to know, maybe thought you knew, got confused about. We can clear all that up. But I'm here today because I'm supporting TJ Evans because we did a collaboration on her project, and because her family is legendary, and you all know the whole Parliament Funkadelic Brother Funkenstein lineage. That's how I got involved with her, and that's how we got together in the studio and put out a massive cut. So I'm here because she's here, and because she's here, I'm here, and that's why we are here today to talk about what she's doing and why she's bringing some of these real old school pioneers like myself, giving us another shot in the limelight while we're still doing things today. I'm currently out on the Pioneers of Hip Hop tour right now with some of the biggest names in the business, and also with some of the newer cats in the business, Lil Wayne, Drake, all the guys over at Young Money, of course Dr. Dre, all those guys also, and we also doing some things out in Hollywood. So I'm kind of worldwide right now. Took a pause from all of that just to drop in and hang out with you folks for a quick second and say, hey, TJ, been missing you, and to James Blow, big shout-out, and to SuedeManagement for making this thing happen.
Now, tell me about this track you guys put together.
TJ, you want me to tell the story? You want to tell the story? How are we going to break this thing down?
I'll go on. I guess I'll just go on and go with my part. It was a song, I was just sitting around at home. I was messing around basically with blues scales. Found something I liked, wrote some words to it. Like I said, people was digging it. I sent the track to GrandMaster Jay. He liked it, and he took the time to come out to Indianapolis to record, with me, and I'll be forever grateful for that. He put his hip hop spin on it, and people love it. I haven't found anyone that doesn't like the song yet. And like I said earlier, we're gonna start gigging here out in California, the Bay Area, as early as Monday of next week.
Wow. Well, my take on it from outside of the track, as I said before, I was actually at a show with George Clinton in Cincinnati, and I didn't know who TJ was. We met at the show, and we were talking, and she told me who she was, and then she told me she was working on some tracks, and of course, I was interested in hearing that, and she did send out this song that she was working on, and when I heard it, I knew right off the bat it had some potential, even though it sounded more like a rock song, and I thought, well, there's some energy here. So we did go in the later song, got in the studio, and because I've been in studios all my life, so when we got in there, it seemed like we didn't just want to make a song. We wanted to make something that was going to bang the walls, something that was some real hard guitars, something taking us back to the old Run DMC rock box days, things like that. So we put this thing together. I spit my 16 on it. We came up with a funky hook. TJ got in there and did her thing. And then after that, of course, they sent it out to us in New York to do the final mixes on. We did, of course, different versions for different audiences, and everybody seemed to have a warm reception to it, and the song took on the life of its own, and here we are today.
Now, what was your thoughts when you first heard this song, Jay?
Well, when I first heard the song, I only heard the concept. I heard the concept song. And when I heard it, I hadn't really talked to TJ about, where she was going with the song. But what I heard inside the song was a concept that was, and let me go ahead and clear something up. A lot of folks probably know me through my affiliation with DJ Cool. We did the song "Let Me Clear My Throat," which is one of the biggest party songs that still lives to this day. Well, what I heard in that song was this type of a concept, that there's a saying out there that everybody uses that's never been attached to a song, concurrently, and that was this whole shake the ground thing. We're going to shake the ground. The beat has got to be big. We're going to shake the ground. And I couldn't wait to get to the studio with TJ, and she'll tell you, when I came through the door, I'm like, I got this hot concept. You got to hear it. And she looked at me like, what are you talking about? You just got to, where's the drummer? Where's the 808 bass? And I started putting it together because in my mind, I already knew where it could go. And you got to have these hot guitars. There's got to be this big beat, And when we finally laid the whole thing down, I just sat back and I said, this has so much massive potential in the clubs, on the radio, just background music-wise, forward in your face type thing. And we sat down and we talked about how many different ways to go. That's what hit me about the whole thing. And I remember the look on TJ's face when she came back in the studio after we had done the final mix on it. She said, "Oh, you wanted to create a monster." I'm like, yes. We want to turn Godzilla loose, and let him knock down a few doors. So that was my concept. Originally, I heard this. I just wasn't sure if we could pull it out, and we did.
Well, it's an amazing track. Now, how far do you think that this thing can go? It's kind of taken on a life of its own, but how far do you guys think this thing can go?
DJ, this is your song. I'll let you answer.
Like I said, I'm shooting for the moon. I know the song's a hit. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind. And just like Jay said, it had potential, but after he came in and brought his experience, his skills at producing, I really realized that, he really has taken the song to just another level, something that I couldn't even conceive of at the time.
I'll go ahead and piggyback on TJ and say that when we talked about mixing the song and mastering the song, there was a certain element that we didn't want to lose. So, of course, I took off the entertainer hat and put on the sound engineer, studio engineer hat myself, and I did the mastering and the mixing of it to preserve that big sound. When I sent it back to these guys, they just looked at me like, oh, yeah, this is going to rock right here. And the really crazy part about it is we're seeing it blast off in all facets, all markets. There's a version for every market, and everyone's loving it.
Well, this song is just simply amazing. Now, tell me, each of you guys, tell me a little bit about the where you think the music business is headed and things of that nature.
Fusion.
Wow.
That's the key word. We're watching all elements fused together. There used to be a time in radio and in a lot of the music arenas where you had to do what we call crossover. Well, that's fast disappearing. Music is music, and the elements are being fused together, and the public is now they accept it right off the bat. They're looking for a little bit of everything in their songs now, and if you can come up with a song that satisfies as many of those different genres as possible, you've got a hit. What do you think, TJ?
Yeah, I feel the same way. I guess I can't really speak for too many people in this business, but for myself personally, I've got a clear vision, a clear idea of where I want to be, who I want to market myself to, and it's got widespread appeal. People who like hip hop are gonna love it. People who like rock are gonna love it. People who like pop are gonna love it because it has all those elements.
Yeah.
It's an amazing tune. Now, do you guys think you're going to collab on anything else in the coming year?
I would say absolutely. I would say absolutely. If TJ will have me, once she gets her Grammy, I'll probably have to make an appointment to get in. But sure, if she'll let me in the door, I'll be more than happy to collaborate with her. With a pleasure.
Okay, you got my personal cell number. No appointment will ever be necessary.
Well, this is a great song. I'm glad that we were able to make this work with all the technical difficulties. I don't know why we just don't go back to the typewriter. But we've got we've got some great guests on today, and we're going to play the song here in just a few moments. And I appreciate you guys being on, and we will definitely connect with you guys in the new year. I appreciate it.
Hey, to the whole homegrown audience out there, it's been a pleasure. And once again, GrandMaster Jay with TJ Evans, I just want to say, it's been a pleasure having you guys, just having us on.
Definitely. Well, you guys have a good one, and we'll definitely talk to you guys soon.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it. You guys have a good afternoon.
God bless. Bye-bye.
Definitely. We've got more right now here on the Homegrown Half Hour.
One of 700 radio show hosts included in the book, Radio Wants You, an intimate portrait of 700 radio shows that welcome guests.
What a loser.
And this is interviews from the past and present, now available on JiggyJaguar.com.
I was really surprised about that.